Hello friends, good evening. My name is Lalita and today our story name is the Aladdin. So once upon a time there lived in a small village a small family. So there lived three members, mother, father and a son. So the father, that's a very poor family, like a middle class family. So they used to run their day with, or they are used to run their life with selling with some fruits or some sell by selling some things in a market. So the son name is Alauddin. So he used to help the father in selling or getting marketing everything. So suddenly, because of some health issues, when Alauddin was 16, his father passed away. So he said to his mother that, "Mom, don't worry. Like I'll go to market and I'll sell all the things and I'll get the money for leading our lives." Then after some time they got set right. He goes to the market and he used to get the money and everything will be normal. So one day when Alauddin was in the market, one man, a stranger, will come to the shop. So he says that, I recently know that your father has passed away. So actually me and your father were relatives. So Alauddin says, yes, my father used to say sometimes about your uncle, hi uncle. In that way he used to say. So he said, I will take you to one place where you will get some treasures. So that's actually your property. You need to get it. So come with me. I'll give you. And Alauddin says okay, and he'll go. After going to that place, first the man, his name is Mustafa. He lights the campfire and he chants some words. So after chanting from the ground, we get some marble and an emerald and a golden ring. So he said to Alauddin to take that ring and keep to his fingers. So first he got scared, and next anyway he kept the ring. And after keeping it again, he had started chanting. So next, by chanting, actually there one way has opened to go down. So the uncle said that, go down from the stage but don't touch anything. If you touch anything, instant you will die. So silently he went down, and uncle said that there you can find one lamp, so bring that up. Alauddin went down without touching anything, and there he saw some fruit trees. So after seeing fruit trees, he felt very hungry, and he took one apple. That apple has turned into some diamond. So he had touched many fruits, and all were turned into the diamonds. So he had collected all those, and he took the lamp, and he is coming up. Then uncle said that, give me the lamp and I'll help you to come up. But Alauddin said, uncle, please come down so that I'll give you the lamp and I'll come with these diamonds up. But the uncle said, give me only the lamp, I don't need anything. And anyway, Alauddin didn't give, so he closed the way to Alauddin to come out. So for 2-3 days, Alauddin sat inside and he had cried very much. And suddenly he had touched the ring. The ring which he kept to the finger, and he said that, I have to go to my home. And he reached the home. After reaching the home, he gave that lamp to the mother, and she rubbed it, and then the Jinn came out. And then the Jinn asked, what wish do you want? Please ask me, in the return I will give you. Then the mother asked, from 4-5 days we are so hungry, so please give us food. So he had arranged the silver plates and he gave the food. After complete eating, they had sold the silver plates in the market, and they had got some things. When Alauddin was in market, so there is an announcement to close the shops. Why? Because the princess was entering here. After seeing princess, Alauddin has fell in love. So he said to his mother that, Mom, I got a new love. So the mother says, what, are you loving a princess? Our situation is very poor. How can we marry that much high princess? Then Alauddin had one idea. He said that, Mom, go to the king and give these diamonds, so he'll get impressed and he'll give his daughter. So the mother said what he did, and then the king was impressed. But he said that, if you are really talented, say your son to get some more diamonds, I'll send my slaves. So with the help of Jinn, he created many slaves and many diamonds, and the king was again impressed. And the final task he was giving is, he said to build the palace. So again with the help of Jinn, he had built the palace in front of the king's palace. So the king felt very happy, but the richness of the Mustafa saw the richness of the Alauddin, and he felt jealous, and he got to know that this was all because of the jinn, and he robbed that lamp. After robbing, as a seller, he had went into the palace, in the princess palace. So the princess was impressed, like she liked the lamp very well, and she took, and the Mustafa arrested the palace, and he had disappeared the palace in front of the king's palace, and even the princess, he had kidnapped the princess. Then anyway, one fine day the king got to know that the Alauddin was doing all these things due to magic, and he had scolded. Then he said that if you really want to marry my daughter, so please go to her, and I don't know where is she was kidnapped, so get her back. So Alauddin was going on trying, and he again one day he used that ring, that he said, I have to find the princess. So when he touched her, he went near that palace which was came because of the jinn magic, and in that the princess was sitting. The princess had said everything what Mustafa had done, and Alauddin gave some poison to her and said that mix in some fruits, or mix in some items what he, and give to Mustafa. And Mustafa ate or drank that, and he had passed away. And from then Alauddin bought her back, and king was impressed, and Alauddin became the king to the palace, and she was the queen. So this is today's our story. Thank you.